so today we are going to do a question of the day. And for those of you who are not familiar with question of the day on my blog / channel, I usually write these on my blog. I don't really film them a lot, but I didn't really feel like writing today. So a question of the day is any question that I receive on Facebook, my blog, YouTube comments, my YouTube channel, any of that. All of those have the potential of being a question of the day. I think that it's really important to share information widespread when you think it will be beneficial to other people, which is why I like to put it on the blog so it's archived, it's searchable, it's there for people to see. I really don't like to go into a lot of detailed answers like in YouTube comments on a video, especially if someone leaves a YouTube comment on my channel and then they like want me to reply to them on their channel or their YouTube messages. I'm like, no one else is going to see the answer to this, and it could definitely help someone else. So I just think doing questions of the day is really beneficial to just spreading information. Just so you know, the questions policy, I know you guys love that one, it's still in place. So make sure if you have a question, please do a search on the blog / YouTube before asking your question, because several of them have already been answered. Please, thank you, love you. Okay, so now today's question is a really good one. So basically it was asking, what can you do with a styler if it doesn't work for you how you want it to, or can you just give it away or swap it? Now, stylers are really different from shampoos and conditioners and moisturizers and all that, because the level of multifunction that they have is very small. Like if I have a shampoo and I can't use it on my hair, I can obviously, you know, like shave my legs in the shower with it, or just use it as a shower gel, or, you know, wash my dog, like something like that. Conditioners, you know, you can also shave your legs with moisturizers, often make great foot creams or lotions or something like that, especially when we're dealing with products that have all natural ingredients. It's really easy to kind of like shift and use them for different things to ensure that you're not wasting a product that you can't necessarily use on your hair. However, stylers, like what am I gonna do with a gel? Like I can't shave my legs with a gel. A gel is not going to go on my body as a lotion. That would just be sticky and disgusting. So what can you do? Okay, so basically, in my experience, you pretty much still have to use them on your hair, but you can use them on your hair in different ways rather than it being like your main styler or the gel that you use or something like that. So, like for instance, yesterday I was talking about, or not yesterday, the other day, I was talking about Darcy's Botanicals Curling Cream Gel, right? And I said that this was too light for me to use as my main styler. So what I did was I started using it as a finisher, and this is moisturizing enough that it will make a great finisher, and it also will loosen up a harder hold gel, especially like ones like the Extreme Wet Gel or Eco Styler when they get kind of gluey. This will definitely loosen this up some. So just think thin, moisturizing. Let me use it for a finisher and it will most likely work really well. But if you have a gel that is thin but isn't very moisturizing, so what do you do with that? I have the Curls Goddess Curls. Some people were telling me that this dried their hair out, or their hair was, or it wasn't heavy enough for their hair. It wasn't really doing much in terms of frizz for them. So what you can do with something like this is you can turn it into a cream gel by mixing it with a leave-in conditioner. Now, my regular practice when I'm mixing products, I kind of like to do like thick and thick. I kind of want them to be like the same consistency because I don't really know what I'm gonna get. And every time you are mixing two products, please make sure you mix a little bit in your hand first rather than just pour it all in a bowl and then you run the risk of just messing up your entire batch or both of your products, and you don't want to do that. So for this one, what I did is you can take this. This is Karen's Body Beautiful Sweet Ambrosia. I got the sample at National Natural Hair Meetup Day. So take this, put it, come on, I can today with. Okay, so take a little bit of that, put it in your hand just to test it out. And then, and also Karen's Body Beautiful is this is a very moisturizing leave-in. So like I said, if this is drying, you want to mix it with something that's really moisturizing to supplement what you don't already have. And then also it's really important to pay attention to ingredients. A lot of the time, I personally do not like to mix two things that have a lot of glycerin because it gets to be too much glycerin for me. Or like protein, like I don't want to mix two things with a lot of wheat protein because that can get kind of funky as well. So the Sweet Ambrosia has glycerin, the Goddess Pearls does not. So you mix and see, okay, it's in my hand, you can see the Sweet Ambrosia like within the Goddess Pearls. So see, it starts to mix up and it actually ends up making a pretty nice mixture. So after you have that, you can try to use that as either a curl cream, or then you can use that as your finisher because it should be more moisturizing and give you what you need out of the product. Now, in terms of ratio, I don't measure. I kind of just add a little bit of the second product at a time, and then when it's at a consistency that I'm happy with, then I stop. So yeah, so there's that one. I'm cleaning my hands off because this is gross, nasty. All right, so then if you have like a thicker gel or something like is too hard of a hold, like Eco Styler, we've talked about this before, and you can make a curl cream with that as well. I like to mix Eco Styler with kind of like a thicker conditioner, but not like a super thick conditioner. I haven't done it with my Organicals, and I don't think that I would, but like Lucent's Moisture Balancing Conditioner, that will work well for me with my Argan Oil Eco Styler because this has a max hold of 10 and I don't want a max hold of 10. So I'll mix these two together, and then also if you mix them and they're thick, like it's gonna make like a thick, like really pasty almost kind of mix. So then if you add an oil, it'll kind of like smooth it out some. So my favorite oils to do that with, if I'm not using an already made oil, like rice bran oil, jojoba oil, oils that aren't as thick. I don't want to use something like castor oil. You can, but I just don't want to. So those are my tips for trying to salvage a styler that you can't use. Like I said, use it as a finisher, make like a cream gel, or make a curl pudding using conditioner and oil. So just try to mix it up. Like I said, always mix it in your hand first, so you aren't wasting a bunch of products, and always read the ingredients to both products because you're bringing them together and you want to make sure that it's not going to have some kind of like weird reaction or give you too much of a certain ingredient. Okay, so that's really it. So if you have any questions about this video, or if you have a question in general that you want to be considered for a question of the day, and you've already done a search on the blog and you know it hasn't already been answered, just leave them in the comments below. So I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.